The silent thief, Alzheimer's in the shadows. Alzheimer's disease, the very name evokes fear and sadness. It is a thief slowly robbing individuals of their memories, their independence, and ultimately, their very selves. What makes this disease even more insidious is its slow and silent progression. For years, Alzheimer's can develop unnoticed, like a predator stalking its prey. It begins its work long before any visible signs appear, quietly wreaking havoc in the intricate pathways of the brain. This essay aims to shed light on the different stages of Alzheimer's disease. We will delve into the subtle changes that mark its onset, the gradual decline in cognitive function, and the profound impact it has on both patients and their loved ones. Understanding the progression of Alzheimer's is crucial not only for early detection and intervention, but also for fostering empathy and support for those living with this devastating disease. Before the clouds gather, the preclinical stage. Imagine a vibrant tapestry intricately woven with threads of memory, thought, and emotion. This tapestry represents the healthy human brain. In the preclinical stage of Alzheimer's, the first subtle snags and tears begin to appear in this tapestry, invisible to the naked eye. At this stage, individuals show no outward symptoms. They function normally in their daily lives, unaware that changes are already taking place at a microscopic level. Sophisticated brain imaging techniques, such as PET scans, can sometimes detect these early changes. These scans reveal the buildup of abnormal protein deposits in the brain, known as amyloid plaques and tau tangles, which are hallmarks of Alzheimer's disease. However, these scans are not routinely used for diagnosis in the preclinical stage. This stage can last for years, even decades, before any noticeable cognitive decline occurs. A foggy morning, mild cognitive impairment. As the disease progresses, the once subtle tears in the tapestry become more pronounced. The individual may begin to experience mild cognitive impairment, a condition that often precedes Alzheimer's dementia. Imagine waking up on a foggy morning. The world seems hazy and it's difficult to see clearly. This is what mild cognitive impairment can feel like. Everyday tasks that were once effortless, like remembering appointments or finding the right words, now require more effort. The individual may experience frequent forgetfulness, especially of recent events, difficulty concentrating and following conversations, getting lost in familiar places, and struggling to find words or follow instructions. While these changes can be frustrating, they are often mild and do not significantly interfere with daily life. Not everyone with mild cognitive impairment will develop Alzheimer's dementia, but it is a significant risk factor. The sun begins to set. Mild dementia. The transition from mild cognitive impairment to mild dementia is often gradual. The fog of forgetfulness thickens and the once bright tapestry of the mind becomes faded and frayed. The individual may begin to experience more noticeable changes in their cognitive abilities, affecting their daily life in more significant ways. They may have difficulty remembering names of familiar people, struggle to manage finances or medications, get lost easily, even in familiar surroundings, and experience mood swings and personality changes. At this stage, individuals are often aware of their cognitive decline and may try to hide their symptoms from others. They may withdraw from social activities and hobbies they once enjoyed. It is important to seek medical attention if you or a loved one is experiencing these symptoms. Shadows lengthen, moderate dementia. As the sun begins to set on the horizon, casting long shadows across the land, so too does moderate dementia cast a long shadow over the lives of those affected. The tapestry of the mind is now significantly damaged, with large sections missing or unrecognizable. The individual's cognitive decline becomes more pronounced, and they require increasing levels of care. During this stage, individuals may have difficulty recognizing family members and friends, experience hallucinations or delusions, become disoriented to time and place, exhibit significant changes in sleep patterns, and require assistance with bathing, dressing, and toileting. The challenges of moderate dementia are not limited to the individual. Family members and caregivers face new responsibilities and emotional strain as they navigate the complexities of providing care for their loved ones. Night falls, severe dementia. When night falls, darkness envelops the land, obscuring all that was once familiar. Similarly, in severe dementia, the darkness of cognitive impairment becomes all-encompassing. The tapestry of the mind is now almost entirely destroyed, leaving only fragments of memory and personality. The individual loses the ability to communicate effectively, and their physical health deteriorates. During this final stage, individuals may become bedridden and unable to care for themselves, lose the ability to speak or communicate verbally, experience difficulty swallowing and controlling bladder and bowel functions, and become more susceptible to infections, such as pneumonia. Caregiving in the severe stage of dementia is both physically and emotionally demanding. Individuals typically require round-the-clock care in a specialized facility or at home with the support of hospice care. Unraveling the mystery beta amyloid and early detection. While the exact causes of Alzheimer's remain a mystery, scientists have made significant strides in understanding the biological mechanisms involved. One prominent theory focuses on the role of beta amyloid, a protein that accumulates in the brain, forming plaques that disrupt communication between brain cells. Early detection of these amyloid plaques through advanced imaging techniques or cerebrospinal fluid analysis could be crucial in developing effective treatments to slow or even halt the progression of the disease. Currently, there is no cure for Alzheimer's, but early diagnosis allows individuals to access available treatments that can help manage symptoms and improve quality of life. A call to actions: awareness, support, and research. Alzheimer's disease is a global health crisis affecting millions of individuals and their families worldwide. As the population ages, the number of people living with Alzheimer's is expected to rise dramatically in the coming decades. This sobering statistic underscores the urgent need for increased awareness, research funding, and support services for those affected by this devastating disease. We must challenge the stigma surrounding Alzheimer's and create a more supportive and understanding environment for individuals living with the disease and their caregivers. By investing in research, advocating for better care, and raising awareness about this devastating disease, we can work towards a future where fewer families have to face the heartbreak of Alzheimer's. Living with Alzheimer's, maintaining dignity and quality of life. A diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease is life-altering, but it does not diminish the inherent dignity and worth of the individual. Even as the disease progresses, it is essential to focus on maintaining quality of life for as long as possible. This involves creating a supportive and engaging environment that caters to the individual's changing needs. Simple pleasures, such as listening to music, looking at familiar photographs, or spending time outdoors can bring joy and comfort. Maintaining social connections and engaging in meaningful activities can also enhance well-being and stimulate cognitive function. Remember, even in the later stages of the disease, individuals can still experience moments of joy, connection, and peace. Hope endures, finding light in the darkness. Alzheimer's disease is a formidable opponent, but it does not have to define a person's life. While the journey may be challenging, there is always hope. Hope for new treatments and breakthroughs in research. Hope for a future where Alzheimer's is no longer a dreaded diagnosis, but a manageable condition. And most importantly, hope for moments of joy, connection, and love that transcend the limitations of the disease. As we continue to learn more about Alzheimer's disease, we must remain committed to supporting those affected, advocating for their needs, and working towards a brighter future free from the shadow of this devastating illness.